Hey, we're going to do one of those things, you know, when you've got leftover crusty sourdough bread, which we always seem to have, I don't know why or how, but I want to do some croutons dipped in the olive oil, a bit of garlic. We'll mix it up, throw it onto a fry into the oven, just on a bit of a pan, and it's beautiful with a croutons as a what do you call it? A Caesar salad, a beautiful Caesar salad. Of course, we've got some steak and we'll load up there. Just before I do, I'm just going to put these eggs in quickly, just to boil some eggs. And I've got the oven on already, just to around 190 for this, and it'll take, you know, maybe 10 or so minutes, just enough to get the croutons that really sort of golden colour, mixed in with some anchovies on top, a perfect Caesar salad. So I'll let that go. I'll put the time on that, 33, about 6 minutes for that out of the oven. So I'm just going to chop these up small, watch the fingies, and then we're just going to soak these in that oil with garlic, a bit of salt. You can put some herbs in there. We might even put some herbs on top rather than now, but just careful. As I said, that's quite hard. Sometimes I'll have a lot of this leftover bread and I'll chuck it in the freezer, chop it up, chuck it in the freezer, and those little cubes can be done pre. So let me just chop these up. Lucky I haven't been at the gym today because this is quite hard, which is all right. You kind of want that stale, close to stale, not too hard because you literally won't cut through it. And you could use a loaf of this bread or whatever it is, any kind of bread. You can see they're just little chunks, okay, in there, keeping it small, smallish, that sort of little small bite size to pick up that oil and to be absolutely golden with that beautiful garlic in there when we get those all done. So let me keep cutting these up and then I'll show you what it looks like when we mix all the bits there. Just those little small bits. Now, all in about, now I prefer a lighter olive oil when I'm doing this, just about a cup of that olive oil, you can see there. Now before I pour that in, what I'm going to do is put in a squeeze of garlic. Comes your friend there. When I say a squeeze, there's probably 3 tablespoons there. Okay, and give that kind of a, as you're mixing it, just to mix that up. Oh, listen. Sounds so good. All right. Just that was that. Right. And all you're really doing is, I'll put a bit of salt in it, a little bit of pepper. Someone's stolen the pepper. That's okay. Now you don't need to oil the tray, of course, because there's going to be enough oil on these pre-done croutons. And just letting that mix in a little bit. I've got those eggs going, 36, what I've put in. That's got another minute, those eggs. We've got bacon that's been cooked. We've got some beautiful salad dressing. We've got anchovies, all the wonderful things that go in a beautiful salad. So I'm just checking to see that that's all kind of mixed in, and it looks to be, I might put a little bit more of a pepper. And all you're doing is just kind of, as you can see there, just literally all the goodness, spreading it around so it all cooked pretty well. I like to get as much of that out as possible. You could use a spatula for that. I don't have one on hand. That's perfect. So you can see there's lots of oil there. Turn those eggs off because that's done. Mix that through. Yeah, great. So it's all pretty well covered there. Give it a good spread so it cooks fairly even. Now, you get a close up of that because that is perfect. I might just put a tiny bit of salt on. I call it a pinch. And into the oven, 190 degrees in the oven, preheated oven for, let's have a look again in about 10 minutes and see how that goes on that time. Okay, speak to you soon. Okay, let's have a quick look at that. I'm going to give that a little shake around. Now, I didn't mention that this is one of my sister-in-law's Nat's recipes, and it is absolutely the best way to have a crouton. So thank you, Nat. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, warming up nicely. You can see the oil. Watch this, a lot of oil there. 190, another 5 or so minutes at least, and then we'll come back and we're going to plate it up with that beautiful salad on top. Beautiful one, about close to 10 or so minutes. Just watch the heat on that. Where's my little doobie there? Oh, yeah, that looks good. I'm going to turn that off. Take those out. Oh yeah, there's a lot of oil in that. So I'm going to take those out of the oil as well, because otherwise they'll just stay really oily, and let them kind of cool off a bit and keep them dry. So I'll get them off there, and then of course we'll put them on that salad. All right, I'm going to take that off. Just a little spatula. You see, so I've got just some paper towel there, just to kind of drain a bit of that oil out. Let those cool down. Get that crunch. Oh, they sound good too. I reckon they're going to smell. Sorry, taste even better. Just watch that. It's still pretty hot. Look at that. Oil off there. Let's spread it out. And that is almost ready for a beautiful Caesar salad topper. Okay. Just want to show you one last thing. Listen to this. That's what you want. One more time. Perfect. All right. We're going to let those dry off, get everything else ready and put them on top.